Rebuilding a rust-proof Land Rover. The pencil sharpening syndrome. I advanced the timing by rotating the diesel injector pump in a clockwise direction. The performance of the old 2 1/4 diesel engine was transformed. It will do 59 miles per hour flat out and even faster in overdrive, which is quite good. The question is, have I advanced the pump enough? I made a simple shaped lever to allow me to advance it some more, just to see if I could improve the performance further. Why is the title of this video The Pencil Sharpening Syndrome? Please watch the video to the end to find out. This clip shows the nut and washer on the stud which holds the pump in the position you need it to be in. And if you look at the pointer and the line on the pump, you can see that it's only just past the line, which is not enough for an engine of this age. These are the injector pipes that go from the pump to the injectors. They're made from steel and they are very strong. It is very difficult to rotate the pump with these connected, so I removed them from the injectors. And once I'd bent the pipes out of the way of the injectors, it allowed me to rotate the pump quite freely. I spoke to the man from Bygone Diesel Pumps the other day, and this guy really does know his stuff. I think he used to work for the CAV company, and when it closed down, he became the custodian of all the manuals and technical information. This man is very knowledgeable and really knows his stuff. I would recommend, if you want your pump rebuilding, send it to him. You can find him on eBay. Just type what's on screen into an eBay search. It was obvious that when I first fitted the pump, even though it wasn't on the line, it was past the line in a clockwise direction, but not enough. And here is the result: a lot of smoke. As I've just mentioned, when I initially set the pump's position, I disconnected the steel piping from the injectors to allow for easy rotation of the pump. At this stage, once again, I disconnected the injector piping and I rotated the pump slightly more in a clockwise direction. Just watch and listen to the difference. This is with the timing more advanced. By rotating the pump further in a clockwise direction, there is a considerable difference, less smoke and more power. Pretty good, I think, for a 1971 Land Rover. This is an old 12-volt battery that I generally stand on when I'm working on the Land Rover. I should have done this ages ago. Using an angle grinder, I removed the terminals because they really were hurting my feet when I was stood on the battery to work on the Land Rover. Here we go then. By rotating the pump further, can I get more power and even less smoke? Here are a couple of tools that are no good for the job. And here is a special tool that I made that's perfect for the job. It's round on one side and flat on the other, and it fits into the existing slot, and I can apply considerable leverage to move the pump a bit further round without disconnecting the piping from the injectors. First of all though, I need to remove the bonnet, and here it is, sat at the back of my garage. With the bonnet in place, I really didn't have enough room to do the job with this long lever. The shaped end of the lever fitted perfectly in the slot in the pump, which as it turns out was in a perfect position anyway, but I thought I would try this because I do things like this. When I work on steam engine valve timing, I really do get obsessed. A little tiny bit more, a little tiny bit more. Oh dear, that's no good. Start again, and so forth. And this, to a lesser degree, is the same principle. After rotating the pump some more, I refitted the bonnet. Here it goes. It's quite difficult fitting and removing a bonnet on a Land Rover by yourself. It's not really that heavy, but repositioning it is difficult. I may be old, but I'm still extremely strong, despite having one of my kidneys removed due to cancer last year. With the bonnet back in place and held down, it was time to take it for a run. It didn't smoke much, but there wasn't as much power as previously. I obviously sharpened the pencil too much, So I backtracked, I removed the bonnet again, slackened off the bolts holding the pump, which made it go into its previous position. It's actually better than it's ever been in the past, and I think this is due to the rebuilt pump from bygone diesel pumps. I referenced the serial number of my old pump during the phone call from the man at Bygone Diesel Pumps, and he said that the pump that I have is newer than the one he supplied. That's because my old pump worked fine but leaked and dripped diesel on the floor. I thought I would clean up the pump slightly because I'm going to send it to the man at Bygone Diesel Pumps and have this rebuilt as a spare. I'll probably never use it, but that's not the point. I must admit I don't know how these pumps work. I've got a good idea, but I'm not sure. And I couldn't resist having a look behind this inspection plate to see what was inside. And this is what I found. Timing marks on a rotor inside the pump. I think there is a correlationship with the timing mark on the flywheel of the engine and the marks on the pump. I'm not going to take this any further. The man at Bygone Diesel Pumps will rebuild this pump far better than I ever could. Here's the explanation why this episode is called Pencil Sharpening Syndrome. Here's a pencil, and it's quite sharp, but when you draw with it, it gets a bit blunt, so you sharpen it. And then you think, is it sharp enough? And you sharpen it again and again, and then the point breaks off, so you sharpen it again. Always striving for a good degree of perfection, but all you get is a much shorter pencil, and the point still breaks. It really is like this. Always have another pencil at hand. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode as much as I did making it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please take the time to visit my Mainsteam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.